Hey, Jazz Bear. Hey, Jazz Bear. Oh, Jazz Bear, this is Cactus Month. So we are on our second cacti, our second cacti. This week's cactus is I don't know. Just don't know the facts right now. I have to find out what this thing is. A prickly pear. A prickly pear cactus. Cacti. The cacti. Ooh, let me see. Oh, this one's pretty huge. It's got more than one cacti. So one is a cactus and more than one is cacti. I'm pretty sure. Yes. Just like one is a goose, many is a geese, and more than that is a gaggle. Make me want to gag. If you look behind me, you will see a cactus. Do you know the name of that cactus? If you know it, shout it out now. Shout it. Okay. Oh, very good. You're right. It is a prickly pear cactus. Good job, Jazz Bear. This is a prickly pear cacti. Right on. You did a good job. So I have some fun facts about a prickly pear cactus. There are many species of prickly pear. There's so many, they may be hard to identify. Wow, there's so many of them. Did you know that some people eat this cactus? They eat the little green pads, and then there's a little fruit that grows on them, and they eat those too. But there are certain times you can't eat the green pad because it has a chemical in it called oxalic acid. Oxalic acid. That doesn't sound good to eat. And it can make a person sick. Also, you know what kind of animals eat this? Jackrabbits, javelinas, and rats. Javelina looks kind of like a wild pig. It might be a wild pig. I don't know a whole lot about javelinas. Maybe that's something I could do another video on whenever I see a javelina. So far, I haven't seen a javelina. The fruit on the cactus is called a cactus fig. Or, what do you think it would be called? Something else. I thought it would be called a pear, but it's not. It's called a tuna. A tuna. Or a cactus fig. Why do you think it's called a tuna? Do you think it looks like a fish? Do you think it's because it's sort of a pink color? No, that would be a salmon. I don't know. I have no idea why it's called a tuna. The juice of the prickly pear can be made into a syrup or a jelly. And the juice can be used to make, oh, you're not going to believe this, to make brick mortar stronger. So you know that stuff when they make those brick houses? And they slap it in between to make the bricks stick together? That's what they use this prickly pear juice for. They put it inside that stuff and it makes it stronger so the brick houses can stay together. So those are some interesting facts. I'm sure there's more facts about the prickly pear cactus. All the facts. I don't know all the facts, right? Let's take a look at this baby. Oh, there's actually some spines on this one. I've been seeing a bunch of them without spines. I think they shed those spines off of them. Those big needles. That's what I'm thinking. They must, because a lot of these things don't have them on them. Woo! Look at that. Wow. Nice. Go see some more. Woo! Look at this one. Nice. And there's even little ants on it. Whoa, where's the ant? Come here, ant. Ooh, an ant. Ooh, there he is. He's like a happy little ant. Following him around. Woo! Come on, Aunt. Ooh, another one. This should be the Mickey Mouse cactus. Just bunches of groups, and sometimes they're just like this, where you find one big one that has a bunch of the fruit on the ground. It doesn't look like this had a chance to ripen. Speaking of a food and wondering what something is, those cactus figs or tunas, you wonder, what is that? Well, your Mama Sarah, when she was really little, I would say she was probably about 2 years old. Yeah, about 2 years old. She was sitting at the table eating something. She's eating a dessert. I gave her a dessert. And your Uncle Will was there. And I think I turned my head for a minute, and I came back, and your Mama Sarah, she looked down in her chair, and she said to me, she said, "Looky, I pooped." And I looked and I thought, no way would she poop on the chair. I can't believe she said that. She pooped on. And sure enough, there was this brown, looks like poop. And she goes, she picked it up off the chair and she went, whoop. And Uncle William and me went, he went, ew. All I know is I was in shock. I couldn't believe she did that. And then when she kept on chewing it, and I went, and then she goes, "Just kidding, it's a cookie." I said, "What?" She said, "Just kidding, it's a cookie." Oh, she had got an Oreo cookie or some cookie that I gave her, rounded it up in her hand. She made it into like a ball, stuck it on her chair. Now remember, she was only like 2 years old. She was so smart. She stuck it on the chair and tricked Uncle William and me. That little stinker. Are you a little stinker too? I love you, Jazz baby. Urgh. Check this out. All the things I have to learn. Ooh, some of these look like people. Did you notice that too? Oh my goodness. They do. They look like people. I'm wondering what's going on with this cactus because it's turning brown. I don't know if it's supposed to do that. No, I don't think it is. But I think that it's going to regenerate into a new, healthy cactus. I think that's what it's doing. I think it's nourishing the ground, and then a new shoots will come out, and there will be a brand new cactus. That's my hypothesis. What is a hypothesis? A hypothesis is an educated guess. More, what are these things called again? What are they called? Oh yeah, prickly pear cactus. More prickly pear cactus. Yes, more prickly pear cactus. So, if I say, I think that the cactus is, ooh, there's a bee on my hand. Oh, isn't that cute? Where is he? I don't know. Bugs are very friendly around here. Yes. Ooh, there's a bunch of these. Here's another one. What do you think about these? There's more. They're everywhere. These are kind of sort of one of my favorites. I do like the barrel one though. I do. Yes. Okay, I have a quiz for you. what direction is this cactus pointing to? Not only this cactus, but what about this cactus? Remember, they point, the barrel cacti point southwest. So that is southwest. Woohoo! The trusty compass barrel. Yes, isn't that cool? You have a compass right here. It's not like the moss grows on this, I don't know what side the moss grows, but I do know that the barrel cactus points southwest. Yes, I knew. Do you? No. Speaking of a food and wondering what something is, those cactus figs or tunas, you wonder, what is that? Well, your Mama Sarah, when she was really little, I would say she was probably about 2 years old. Yeah, about 2 years old. She was sitting at the table eating something, eating a dessert, and your Uncle Will was there. And I think I turned my head for a minute. I was walking away. I did something. I don't know what it was. And I came back, and your Mama Sarah, she looked down in her chair, and she said to me, she said, "Looky, I pooped." And I looked and I thought, no way would she poop on the chair. She pooped on, and sure enough, there was this brown, poop on the chair. It looks like poop. And she goes, she picked it up off the chair, and she went, whoop, and Uncle went, he went, ew! I was in shock. I couldn't believe she did that. And then when she kept on chewing it, and I went, and then she goes, "Just kidding, it's a cookie." And I said, "What?" She said, "Just kidding, it's a cookie." Oh, she had got an Oreo cookie or some cookie that I gave her, rounded it up in her hand. She made it into like a ball, stuck it on her chair. Now remember, she was only like 2 years old. She was so smart. She stuck it on the chair and tricked Uncle William and me. That little stinker. Are you a little stinker too? I love you, Jazz baby. Gosh, I gotta figure out what to do with this thing here. Urgh. I love you, Jazz baby. Oh, wait, it's called a tuna. Mama Sarah was a stinker.